You know what is so great about the final season of Breaking Bad? It's that Vince Gilligan, the creator and writer of the show, didn't exactly know how things were going to end, even when filming of the final season began. You see, at the start of season 5, when Walter opens the trunk of his car to reveal that he has an M60 machine gun, Vince and his team of writers didn't know exactly why he had the weapon and who he was planning to use it on. However, Vince was sure about one detail, and that's that he wanted the show to end with Walter using this weapon. No matter how it was done, it just needed to be the way the story ended, even if this put the writing team in a corner. The reason that Vince was willing to risk the chances of this ending perhaps not working is because whenever asked the question of what Breaking Bad was about, Vince would boil it down to one sentence, which was taking Mr. Chips and turning him into Scarface.
One sentence pitch was, we're going to take Mr. Chips and we're going to turn him into Scarface.
So Vince was hoping to end Breaking Bad in a similar way that Scarface ended, when Scarface used an M16 gun to mow down as many enemies as he could. Funny thing is, there's even a scene in Breaking Bad where Walter and his son are watching the exact scene from the Scarface movie. So now the way that the writers set up the final season is a pretty gutsy move because, well, they didn't have all the details and this was the final season, so they were taking a chance that perhaps maybe that the idea they were leading up to wouldn't exactly work. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. They realized the ending they were going for wasn't going to work. The character of Walter White that Vince and his writing team had carefully developed over the course of 5 seasons just wasn't the character that would hold an M60, shooting bullets into his enemies and enjoying it like some sort of maniac. Not only that, but it's pretty much impossible for Walter to do this due to the fact that towards the end of the show, he is a very sick and fragile man who is on the verge of dying from his cancer. That would make it so he's unable to handle the firepower of an M60. So that brings us to the end of Walter White's story. Vince and his writing team realized that Walt was a very smart man and he was more of a tactical kind of person. So of course it wouldn't be running in guns blazing, it would be more of a tactical approach from Walter White, which is why he creates a mechanism that would automatically fire the M60 from the back of his car. Now everything had to go according to plan, as he had to park the car right in front of the house of where his targets were going to be. But in the end, he ends up eliminating every single one of his targets, and after surviving the incident, he limps off to die slowly on his own terms, ending the story of Walter White beautifully.
Goodbye to everyone. Had a job a year ago, had a little home. Now I've got no place to go. Guess I'll have